that fast heartbeat after 50 that came from nowhere and scared you half to death. It was never your heart, and that is not reassurance. That is the most important health fact a woman over 50 can understand about her own body right now. Because every woman who has ever sat completely still and felt her heart suddenly pound and race and flutter for no reason has been walking around with the wrong explanation. Or no explanation at all. She has had the tests. She has been told everything looks fine, and she has gone home confused and quietly afraid because what she felt was absolutely real, and nothing she was told made sense of it. Here is what is actually happening. Your heart does not make decisions. It follows instructions. Every single beat is a response to a signal coming from somewhere else inside your body. When those signals are smooth, the heart is smooth. When those signals are disrupted, the heart shows that disruption immediately. So a racing heart after 50 is never the story of a broken heart. It is always the story of a disrupted signal coming from somewhere the tests were never looking. And there are 4 specific places inside a woman's body after 50 that start sending those disrupted signals. 4 places that connect directly to the heart in ways most women have never been told about. Stay through to cause 3. Because cause 3 involves something happening inside your body right now today that most women over 50 have never once connected to their heart. And once you hear it, you will never think about your heart and your stomach as separate things again. Here is the first cause. And this one surprises almost every woman the first time she hears it. Dehydration, not dramatic thirst, not dizziness in the heat. The quiet, gradual kind of dehydration that builds up slowly inside the body without ever sending a clear signal that something is wrong. Here is how it connects to the heart. Your blood is mostly water. When your body is well hydrated, your blood is fluid and free-flowing and easy for the heart to pump efficiently through every vessel. When water levels drop even slightly, your blood becomes thicker and more concentrated. It does not move as easily. It does not flow as freely through the body. So the heart does what any pump does when what it is pumping becomes harder to move. It works harder. It beats faster. It increases its effort to keep everything circulating the way it needs to, not because anything is wrong with the heart, because the heart is doing its job correctly under difficult conditions. After 50, the body's internal thirst signal becomes significantly less reliable. The mechanism that triggers the feeling of thirst weakens over time. Many women over 50 are living in a state of mild ongoing dehydration with no sensation of thirst whatsoever. The body is running low and sending no clear alert that it needs more water. Meanwhile, the heart is quietly working harder than it needs to every hour of every single day. And occasionally, that extra effort shows up as a sudden racing or pounding that feels completely random and completely unexplained. The fix is consistent water intake throughout the day, not waiting for thirst. Not drinking only at meals, small, consistent amounts across the entire day. For many women, this single change reduces the frequency of these episodes in ways that surprise them completely. The heart was never broken. It was simply asking for an easier environment to work in. The second cause is the one that explains why so many women have had every cardiac test available, received clean results on everything, and still experienced racing and fluttering multiple times a week with no medical explanation. Your heartbeat is electrical. Every single beat is a precisely coordinated electrical signal that fires through the heart muscle in a specific sequence. That electrical sequence depends on one specific mineral to stay smooth and stable: magnesium. When magnesium is sufficient inside the cells of the heart muscle, that electrical rhythm fires predictably and steadily. When magnesium runs low, the rhythm becomes fragile, easier to disrupt. The heart skips, races, flutters, behaves in ways that feel completely alarming and completely random. After 50, magnesium drains from the body faster than most women can replace it. Stress burns through it. Poor sleep depletes it. Several medications commonly taken after 50 drain it further over time. And digestion after 50 absorbs magnesium from food less efficiently than it did a decade before. Now here is the part that directly explains the clean test result that left so many women with no answers. A standard blood test measures magnesium in the blood, but the vast majority of the body's magnesium is stored inside the cells, not in the bloodstream. A blood panel can return a perfectly normal reading, while the cells themselves are significantly depleted. The test was looking in the right body, but entirely the wrong location. This is why a woman can have a full cardiac evaluation, be told her heart is completely healthy, and still feel it racing 3 times a week. The heart is healthy. The electrical environment the heart is working inside is not. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, dark leafy greens, avocado, dark chocolate with high cocoa content. These are the foods highest in magnesium the body can actually absorb and use effectively. For many women over 50, food alone is not sufficient given how many things are actively draining it at the same time. A conversation with a healthcare provider about magnesium levels is a reasonable and potentially significant step for any woman experiencing regular unexplained palpitations. Now, cause 3. The one nobody talks about. The connection that once you hear it will change how you see your body completely. There is a nerve inside your body that runs from your brain all the way down through your chest, wraps directly around your heart, and then continues down into your stomach and digestive system. It is called the vagus nerve, and its specific job in relation to the heart is to act as the brake pedal for heart rate. When it is functioning well, it keeps the heart rate regulated and controlled. It slows things down when they need slowing. But here is what most women over 50 have never been told. Because of the path this nerve takes through the body, anything that stimulates or irritates the digestive system sends a signal directly through this nerve to the heart. Bloating, gas, acid discomfort, eating too quickly, a very full stomach pressing upward. These are not just digestive experiences. They are signals traveling directly to the heart through this nerve connection. After 50, this nerve becomes more reactive in many women. And when it fires in response to digestive stimulation, it can produce an immediate racing or pounding heart response that has nothing to do with fear, nothing to do with exertion, and nothing to do with anything the woman was consciously experiencing. This is why some women notice their heart racing specifically after meals, not because of what they ate, because of the physical pressure and activity in the digestive system stimulating a nerve that connects directly to the heart. Eating more slowly, eating smaller amounts at one sitting, avoiding foods that consistently cause significant bloating, sitting upright for a period after eating rather than lying down immediately. These practical changes reduce stimulation of this nerve and reduce the frequency of meal-connected racing heart episodes meaningfully for many women. And cause 4 is the one that, when it is present, makes the heart feel like it belongs to a completely different body, the thyroid. Think of the thyroid as the speed dial for your entire body. It controls how fast or slow every biological process runs. Temperature regulation, metabolism, digestion, and heart rate. The heart takes its speed instructions from the thyroid and follows them immediately and without question. When the thyroid produces too much hormone, the body runs too fast. The heart races during complete rest. It pounds during sleep. It hammers away while a woman sits doing absolutely nothing in a quiet room. After 50, thyroid dysfunction becomes significantly more common in women than at any other point in life. And the symptoms of thyroid dysfunction overlap almost completely with what women attribute to general aging at this stage. Deep fatigue that sleep does not fix. Unexpected weight changes that make no sense. Temperature sensitivity. Mood that feels impossible to predict. And a heart that races for no reason. This overlap is exactly why thyroid problems in women over 50 go unidentified for so long. The symptoms look like everything else already happening in the body. The thyroid never gets evaluated because nothing points specifically toward it. Unlike every other cause on this list, thyroid dysfunction shows up clearly in a blood test. A specific thyroid panel gives a precise picture of whether the thyroid is driving cardiac symptoms. Many women who lived for years with a racing heart, alongside deep unexplained fatigue and weight changes, discovered through a single thyroid blood test that the thyroid was behind all of it. And that once identified, it was completely and directly treatable. If a racing heart comes alongside fatigue that never fully lifts, unexpected weight changes, or difficulty regulating body temperature, a thyroid evaluation is not an overreaction. It is the most logical and necessary next step available. Here is everything together in the simplest possible terms. After 54, things can make your heart race for what feels like absolutely no reason at all. The blood your heart is pumping has become thicker. Because of ongoing dehydration, the body is no longer clearly signaling through thirst. The electrical rhythm your heartbeat depends on has become harder to maintain because magnesium is depleting faster than it is being replaced, and standard tests are not measuring it in the right place. A nerve running directly from your digestive system to your heart is becoming more reactive and sending signals every time the digestive system is significantly stimulated. The thyroid speed dial is shifting, and the heart is following every change it makes in real time. Any one of these alone creates an episode. More than one happening at the same time creates the kind of racing, pounding heart that stops a woman mid-sentence and fills her with genuine fear about what is happening inside her own body. This is not your heart failing you. This is your body using the loudest signal it has to communicate something specific. And now you have the complete translation for every single thing it has been saying. If episodes are frequent, prolonged, or come with chest pain, dizziness, or difficulty breathing, those experiences need immediate medical attention without question. But if you have had clean tests and no explanation and have been quietly carrying fear about something your own body keeps doing, the signal was always real. Now you know exactly where it was coming from. Share this with a woman who has been living with this fear and never had it properly explained. The next video covers what is actually happening inside the body when women over 50 feel a deep fatigue that no amount of sleep ever fully fixes. It connects directly to everything covered in this video. It is right there waiting for you. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your health routine. Individual results and experiences may vary.